All set for the first ball. Meredith to Munsey. Heard from Preston Mompson taking a look at the surface. Historically, it's a very good pitch here for batting. Pulled by Hares, and it's going to be the first boundary. The outfield is always quick at the Grange. And if you're just wondering as to how partisan this home crowd are going to be, you've already got an indication. Warm applause around the Grange venue. This goes up into the air, should be taken. Simplest of catches for the skipper, Mitchell Marsh, who is delighted to get the back of Hares and find an early breakthrough. And it's Bartlett with that breakthrough, Australia on top early. Edged away, going to be edged for 4. And the fans getting into the action. Mullen pulls and pulls in front of square beautifully for 4. That's a lovely way to get him into double figures. The biggest cheer of the day greets the first maximum. Oh, what a strike that is from George Munsey. I said he's in the form of his career, he really is. Munsey goes bang and gets a good piece of it. Puts into the advertising hoardings. It's another maximum. His second, Scotland's second. They're just starting to get moving, starting to find the pace of the pitch. Oh, back to back. This one's even bigger. He's at his belligerent best here, George Munsey. He's never played better. And when he goes well, so too do Scotland. That's much more like it. Tries to get enough of it, won't go all the way, but will be 3 consecutive boundaries as Meredith is taken to task in his second over. 5 have been bowled, Scotland on the charge, 47 for 1. Right now Munsey is loving pace on the ball, and the Scottish crowd are enjoying every second of this. The 50s come up in grand style in the power play. Taken, a brilliant catch, and Australia strike back with the wicket that they needed. Munsey falls to a leaping English, and it's a big breakthrough for Sean Abbott. He's going to get off the mark in some fashion. It's always quick, the outfield, and Meredith won't be able to cut it off. It's a boundary to end the over, but Scotland have lost both of their openers. The power play may be honours even. It's 56 for 2.
That is McMullen at his best. Lovely shot down the ground. He really is all class. Oh, inside out this time, but there is a fielder underneath it. And so McMullen now has to take the walk back to that pavilion. It looked good while he was there, but the Australians, they just keep coming. Well, he's got every piece of that, Berrington. He's probably their best player of spin, and that guy, well, congratulations, sir, you are in on the action. He gets a prize. Give him a whiskey. Again, that one in the air, but couldn't get there in time. It's another boundary. Well, that will help push the momentum along for Scotland. Again, he has moved across his stumps a couple of times, Matt Cross. This time, he does get hold of it. Himself into position to put that one away, helped around the corner. Got hold of that one. 4 more for Berrington. And this time, it's gone straight up in the air. And it's going to be taken comfortably on the boundary. Bartlett makes sure of it. So Berrington, it's been fine from him, but it comes to an end. Full delivery, it's dug out beautifully, it's going to be 4.
Berrington already departed. Picked up into the leg side, does he get enough of it? No, he doesn't. Picks out the man, Xavier Bartlett, who takes another catch. It's one across his go-to shots, and there's silence across the Grange as Australia have a 5th. You want to watch for the future too, as Zampa returns and strikes immediately. Leask felt as though he might have got outside the line, I'm not sure if he did, and David McLean has no hesitation in getting the finger up, and all of a sudden, the wheels are coming off for the Scots. Where's this one gone? Oh, he's got a good piece of it. Soars all the way, maybe even over the stands. Jarvis, he's a precocious talent, isn't he? And that has brought the crowd back to life, just what Scotland needed. Mark Watt gets it off to the perfect start for the final 3. That is straight as an arrow. You cannot hit it any straighter than that. Over the heads of our cameraman. The cutter is dragged to the leg side and picked out the man. Very clever from Abbott. He's outthought Jarvis there by taking all the pace off, and all Jarvis could do was drag it to long on. Another one goes. Watt hits it straight to Marcus Stoinis, who takes a good catch. Stoinis hanging on the edge of the circle, as he often do in the last few overs. I think Watt's going to be disappointed it was into the slot, but all he could do was give a T20 high wicket on comeback to Riley Meredith. This goes absolutely nowhere. It's going to be Mitchell Marsh, who will get there. Didn't look too likely at first. He was waiting for someone else to call it. He's ended up getting the hard yards in and getting his hands underneath it. Charlie Castle can only scoop it up. He's the latest to fall. Scotland, well, folding away rather tamely here. And they're going to be bonus runs. And some cheers finally around the Grange. It's been a little while. An inside edge gets them to 149. Every run may count yet. And the final delivery of the innings is going to be scampered by despite the direct hit from Inglis. Two umpires have a look at each other. They're happy with the height of that. And it will be an extra to the total to round out the first inning. Scotland will have to be satisfied. They'll certainly be no more than that. 154 for 9 from their 20 overs. There is the story. It wasn't an innings that necessarily Scotland will be overly pleased with, but they've got something on the board. This goes a long way up. Mid-wicket goes back. Charlie Castle. He holds on. And Scotland, they strike early. And Fraser McGurk on his T20I debut. He's got to go for a third ball duck. So nearly 2 in the over and 2 in 2. Instead, it just squirts away. It was a nothing shot from Mitchell Marsh, expecting the ball to come on much quicker than it did. And it runs away for the first boundary of the chase. Last thing you want to do is give Travis Head width though, because he'll pounce on that. Well fielded with one bounce in the crowd. You cannot allow him to free his arms. That's a stylish stroke to get off the mark. Driven at a catchable height, but Barrington can't get anything on it, and it races to the rope. Back-to-back boundaries. Fuller this time. 2 men outside the circle. Problem is, Head pounces on width. Almost an action replay from a few balls prior. 4 more. Cut away, and it finds the gap. There's almost an eerie silence, isn't there, every time Australia hit a boundary, but this is a fine stroke. Only a fraction wide, but Head, he's so good square of the wicket. He has profited already 3 or 4 times there. Big blow towards the leg side. Now, there is a man out there, but it's over his head. And it goes all the way for 6. Because mid-on has come up into the circle, he'll club you down the ground. This is a batting exhibition from Travis Head. He's putting on a show here in Edinburgh. Now he flicks it away to the leg side. Oh, this is quite brilliant. It's 20 from the over. And it may well have been held in the crowd to go with it. 3 have been bowled. Australia, they are flying. 38 for 1. First bowl against Australia. He's driven ever so elegantly. Not too much wrong with the delivery, but the perfect cover drive. Marsh now joining the party. Pulled and pulled powerfully. We're seeing something quite brilliant here from Travis Head. He's on an absolute heater. He's flown to 37 off 13, and it doesn't really matter the length of the line right now. Everything must go. Monstrous. Smoked all the way. Going to be 6 more. And Head is flying towards 50. The crone is because it's put down in the crowd. We're witnessing a clinic of the highest quality from Travis Head. And the 50s come up inside 4 overs, and you can add to that, it's going to be 4 more. And Head goes to 47. Australia in cruise control. It's 57 for 1. The change in bowling. That has gone miles. Look out in the tennis courts. It might just have soared into them. Back of the length. And Mitchell Marsh, one of his favourite strokes, smokes it away for 6. Not where you want to bowl to Mitchell Marsh. Going to be back-to-back 6s. That is absolutely massive. It's out of the entire venue. Driven through the covers. Well, this is quite remarkable. 6-6-4 to start the over. Marsh getting into the act in a big way with Travis Head. There's silence across the Grange. More runs, and it may well be 6. Yes, it's going to soar all the way. Marsh is such a powerful ball striker. Deliveries here, Scotland surely. Instead bowls it into the surface. It's pulled so powerfully, it splits the 2 men in the deep. It won't be 6 more, but it will be 4 more. This over still has a ball to go. It's gone for 26. It's going to be 4 more. You won't believe it. He split the same gap again. McMullen can't cut it off. 30 from the over. Australia immaculate. Scotland being blitzed away. It's 87 for 1. And the runs just keep coming. And there's a world record that could well fall here. 100's only been gone past in the power play once in history. That was 102. As Travis said, he goes to 50. 17 balls it's taken.
But boy, today.
And now it's going to be more runs. And this might go all the way. It's 6 more. Well, they're being blitzed away here, Scotland. Just over the head of the man. George Munsey, I think it is, at mid-off. And the 100 has come up inside the power play. It's the 2nd time in the history of T20I cricket that it's happened. Oh, now fortune going their way, and with it goes the world record. Australia have just posted the highest power play in the history of T20 international cricket. It goes past South Africa's 102 that came last year. Everywhere the ball goes, it's just going to the rope. And they're making it look so easy, these two. Hitting the ball with reckless abandon. Scotland, they don't know where to turn, they don't know where to look. They look shell-shocked, and rightly so. Well, the world record will fittingly complete with a boundary. Nobody has ever made that many in a power play, and Travis Head has been the driving force behind it. With 6 bowled, it's 113 for 1. He may well have picked up a wicket from his first ball. Pace comes off, and everything changes. Michael Leese takes a very good catch, and as I welcome Preston Momsen to the box, finally some relief for Scotland to end, well, an outstanding, sensational 2nd wicket partnership. Now this one's been hoiked away and hoiked all the way. It's a slog sweep right into his hitting arc. It's 6 more. Travis Head zoning in on what would be a remarkable 100 here. Fishing here at the Grange. He's going to try and keep going, but there's a man there, and it's held. Well taken by Michael Leask again. He maybe should have hit 2 in 2 balls, but Mark Watt has got 2 in the over. Again, Travis Head just cuts away. It's going to be cut away for 4. Gets it intentionally up and over the head of backward points. Good batting from Inglis. Big pull shot now. There is a man out there, but it's gone miles over his head. This one's out of the ground as well. I thought the wickets might have slowed Australia, but they're just continuing to go at a supersonic speed. More awesome ball striking. Bigger picture, Jack Jarvis back into the attack, and he's clipped away for 4 more. Inglis making use of that bit of fortune, that life that he had, and it's 4 more. Driven really pleasingly. We've seen some very conventional cricket strokes amidst the chaos, and that is the perfect extra cover drive. And that is going to be that. Australia, they have soared to victory in the most impressive of fashions. A terrific Travis Head masterclass, one of the best innings you will ever see in T20I cricket. He threatened maybe to be the fastest 100 of all time, a world record power play, the highest ever made in 6 overs by any team in an international, and some finishing touches applied by Marsh, and then Inglis, and a maximum from Marcus Stoinis guides the visitors home. There's no winter in Australia. They are fit and firing and ready to go. They have blitzed Scotland away and gone 1-0 up in the series to take